Oh, today it's championships for the clubmen's and the Formula 3s outboards. So it's Southland Powerboats annual regatta. So they've all come down from all over the country and having a go at it. This boat's a 6-litre Grand National hydroplane, and you can run engines up to 6 litres obviously, or anything lower than that. It's an all-alloy block. It's got a 4-valve carburetor on it and distributor in it, so it keeps it pretty simple. Just dry sumped and a pretty big cam. It's a Carlson hull. It's like American designed. I had a run today in my boat and it was going pretty good. Done a few warm-up laps and then I gave it the jandle down the back straight there, and there was a big vibration, so I shut her down and we pulled her into the shore here, and there's bits of piston and stuff outside of the block, so it's done a wee bit of damage. Father used to race powerboats. We were probably about 4 or 5 years old, used to come out here. Then my brother got one and then I started getting into it, and been into it ever since, probably on and off for the last 20 odd years probably. If you're interested in joining the powerboat club, it's a cheap sport to get into, especially like if you get into these wee boats. You can probably pick up a boat, I don't know, a couple of grand, maybe, 2.5 grand with a motor, then work your way up, and it's still not that expensive. It's not expensive to for annual fees and that. It's pretty cheap, so it's good. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Christchurch. There's a suburb out the sea called New Brighton, which is sort of the New Brighton Powerboat Club. But yeah, it's been a nice trip down last night. It was a bit late, a bit dark. We didn't get here till 2 in the morning, but part of the sport. We all have to work all week and then travel all night to get where you're going. It's important to come to different events because, well, the first instance, it's fun. We love getting behind the wheel of your boat. We were just talking about that before with some guys. But it supports the other clubs. It's enjoyable to race on different tracks. We race on large lakes, open harbours and small river waterways like this, and every course has its own intricacies, and yeah, it's good fun, and it's a challenge every time. So yeah, different styles suit different water, so it is enjoyable. Mostly it's about having fun. We put a lot of effort into our boats, and there's lower grades and middle grades and some fancy craft here that go all around the country on a circuit, and yeah, most of us are, today is a fun day. There's a few boats here from different classes, from little boats which we call clubmen's up to Formula 1 tunnels. My boat here is what we call a Pro Com, which is an inboard racing runabout with a 460 cubic inch Chevrolet engine. So it does about 95 miles an hour most of the time. I had a run before, and yes, it's pretty good. I'm the only one of these here, so we're just racing with a few different styles of boat, which is good fun in itself, racing with tunnels and hydroplanes as well. Across New Zealand, we're probably struggling as a sport with numbers for growth, although we've got these junior classes now which are out behind us here. The juniors have shown immense growth, and the next step of our development as a sport is to introduce an intermediate grade for the next age group, from the 14 to 16 year olds that are currently the juniors to up to under 20s, say, and that's my next step of integrating another step for the young fellas, and lots of girls coming in, which is good, so they're not having to step into our bigger classes straight away. So yeah, it's quite good, and that's our next step. So other than that, we've got a big steady group of racers that travel around the circuit around the country, and yeah, they're pretty keen, but we're always looking for growth, as any sport is.
We come down from Cromwell today to have a bit of a play and get the boat ready to go up to the North Island, and it's just a good excuse to get out with the boys and try a few props and go for a run round and collect a bit of data before we get away. We started with one of our smaller props, and it went not bad. We got a reasonable speed out of it, so we're going to try another couple and just compare, and it'll give us a bit of an idea about where we are. Your props are basically 50% of your racing. Without good props, there's no point going in the water, and it's just amazing how much difference changing from one to another can make. It's always good fun to come to a local event because it's pretty laid back, and the Invercargill boys certainly turn it on. and yeah, just good blokes to be around really. We're much the same, we're a sort of a small club, we're always looking for new members and different sponsors to keep us going, and yeah, it's very similar to Invercargill. This is my first season in Chill Out. It's been a bit of a learning curve stepping up from a smaller Formula 3 last year, but yeah, put it this way, it's been interesting to see the difference, and it's certainly a lot faster and a lot more fun.
I originally come from Blenheim, and yesterday was the Nationals, and I just thought I'd take part in that. We thought it was going to be way rougher than this, but it turned out pretty good. Still quite a bit rough though. Yeah, loads of fun though. My dad's been pretty into boats, so I kind of got into it through him. My boat is homemade, just from a shed, just a couple bits of wood and plans, and made it here. I come from Canary, and they just support you. They support you in any tips and stuff that you want. They'll also help you because you're part of their club.
I came home from Year 9 camp, which was a water camp, and my foster dad asked me if I wanted to do boat racing, so we came down here and checked it out. It looked pretty cool, so we ended up buying a boat. Oh, I'm here because it's a Southland Junior Championship and other boats to see as well. It's a nice event. I came first in the Southland Junior Championship, so that's pretty good. I like speed, and yeah, I like being out in the open. It's quite fun. My social worker put me into signed up for a scholarship actually, and I had people write things about me, so good things hopefully, and I ended up being one of the 4 people in New Zealand to win an award, yeah. And they gave me $2,000, so I'm going to put that towards my boat.
I've just started to race this year with the Southland Powerboat Club, and our boy, he started racing last year with the same club. We got interested, for our son's sake, and I took his boat out one day for a run, and I found it was just so much fun. I bought one myself, and so I'm one of the oldest learner drivers in the history of powerboating, because I'm 66, and I've got my driver's licence now, and that's why I'm here. Just wanted to get a bit of experience, have a bit of fun. Yeah, this is my first regatta. Yes, it is, and I'm enjoying it really, really well. It's a good club to be part of, actually. It seems to be sort of a form of controlled insanity, and but it's really good because it's a good, clean sport, and it's a cheap sport. And today there's people from Auckland, other parts of North Island, and it's a really friendly thing to belong to. Actually, we like that family stuff. You see, it's difficult to describe really because it's sort of a mixture of am I going to make it around this corner? Am I going to get passed by somebody? But it's just I ride a motorbike, and this is much better than riding a motorbike. So much more fun. What I say about the people who be interested in part of the club, look, contact one of the club members, and if you look on the internet, you'll find the Southland Powerboat Club listed somewhere. There's people to contact there, and if they'd like to come out, somebody will give them a ride on a boat and to see if this is for them. And we hope that it is too, because it's just such good fun.